Okay, so I believe we're live. We're live. 10 seconds in, and I'm looking at my Upwork account. Uh, Nothing too crazy, actually. I just wanted to go over Upwork a little bit and the kind of opportunity that I see that it offers um, for like a freelancer like me, um, and just like the next steps that I'm gonna take in terms of just like how I plan on just, you know, um, getting back into freelancing basically. I have my coffee and I want to try to see if I can get most of this basically, in a good standing so I can start receiving clients, so so on and so forth. I don't know if a lot of you guys are familiar with Upwork. It's a freelancing platform versus Fiverr, which is like a gig platform. You create your gigs and people see them. But with Upwork, you get to create your full profile, your freelancer profile, and that's what they get to see. It's a full profile. It has more than just, you know, uh, gig information in terms of it's a different take than just Fiverr, which is something I used before. But I was basically someone, my business mentor from SCORE suggested that I use Upwork. So that's why I'm here, and I ended up just free creating, not free creating, but free styling basically the entire page that you're looking at right now. Starting from the top, you got my name, Daryl D, the freelancer's identity, blah blah blah. You got like verification checks, which I hear the verification check gets boosts my profile by a lot. But the funny thing is I've been actually getting traction already. And I've been getting traction. Let me show you what the traction would look like. Stats and trends, action require, that's tax information. So I'm already getting one profile view, and that's with, you know, and this is like my proposal funnel. This is more just views, impressions, invites, job success score, and then that's the cash intake. Connects, I have 14 right now. And then I have Rising Talent, which is something that I should get easily. And so basically, Upwork did go through a little bit of a design shift. They added a new menu, which is basically all of this that you see here. The new main menu. So with all of this, the profile looks a little bit similar, the same, but they added up like this sidebar section and stuff like that. So what you're looking at right now is my freelancer profile, basically my freelancing. Um, this is just a page where I have my ads on right now, so I'm available, and they get to see that on a daily. So they get to see the title, they get to see how much per hour, they get to see the connects. The connects means basically it's like a in-house kind of way to get to boost your profile, basically, and you purchase it with money, basically. And like there's a section for everything right now, right? Like there's portfolio section, there's a video section, languages, oh, yeah, more verifications, licenses, education, in section for even projects and social links as you build them. And there's even a section for just like agency work. So like if you're actually building a company and you want to have more people on board, just, see who you associated with basically as I'm going through this. Now, um, I might just go over this page real quick and just show you guys what's next for me, right? So right now I have the certification section, employment history. I have some certification that I added here, right, from the University of Michigan, from MIT and stuff like that. And then here's the employment history. It just highlights, most of my employment basically in development and in other experiences. So basically, this is kind of just like the overall, there's a portfolio section. I have about um, 9 projects showcased it. It's a portfolio. It's a published works. So I treat it as any kind of projects or work that I've been doing on a project base or sprint basis, and I just fill it up. I just fill out, you know, um, the portfolio section and the project catalog, so that when they get to my profile, they get to see exactly what I'm offering and how it fits them. But like I said, I already am seeing some traction. Like my projects are being viewed in terms of like this one right here. Like it's being viewed from other people basically, and it's actually quite interesting and awesome to really just see things just take shape and grow as I'm building them. And then, of course, when I get to sending proposals, which is the main part of the platform, I'm going to be backed by how I'm promoting the page, which is I have myself promoted as available now. And later on, I'm going to boost the profile so that, um, you know, with a boosted profile, you get to be seen by more people, basically. And the availability badge is basically gets to point out that I'm available for work, and all that costs connect points, basically. So my main So to kind of just round it all up, my main headline right now is programmer. Stepping into something very interesting next, which is tutoring and mentoring. And I want to offer boot camp support. So it's 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 something that's very interesting to me. This area that I'm going into, I like the vibe that I'm picking up from it. I'm willing to even start from scratch, just like any other dev would, and build it up like a step ahead, and help anybody who's stuck or who needs help finishing their boot camps. So basically, this is where I landed in terms of my freelancing journey. Um, I've been doing a lot of stuff for the past couple of years, building different projects. I know projects is a good way to get my foot in the door for a lot of companies, and also it's just a matter of just um, building them out. And so I just went back and I just looked at all my past portfolios. I had to really dig deep and really build out this page because all my stuff was scattered all around, and I had to go to my LinkedIn and basically just figure it all out. But overall, I like the way this page turned out. Um, so moving forward, what I'm actually planning on doing next is with as a programmer, I'm willing to start learning web development all from scratch again, but with a hint of AI included. So I'm building software, and I'm going to show you guys what I mean by that with a new website that I discovered called Start.dev. Start.dev, basically, let me go to it. So this is Start.dev, and it's a web developer. Um, Basically, you pick a course, but it's different. It teaches you web development, software development through gamifying it at maximum. It's just gamifying it for you. It gives you total XP, rank, day streak, and badges. And that's very interesting how I'm going to be basically rising in the ranks daily as I do this. And of course, I'll be live streaming it probably for like 30 to like an hour a day and so on and so forth. So as I just practice myself and sharpen my skills. So as I go. So that's Upwork, and then that's start.dev. Um, I would plan on, and why not just kind of just browse, right? And go in and just see how, last time I checked, there were about 900 students enrolled, but now it's creeping up to about 1,000 plus now students, which is very interesting. And the other thing is how this is going to be scripted or narrated. Um, it depends on how I take the flow of it. As I start with HTML basics, it's just about the basics, but I'm really looking at it from a tutoring and mentorship point of view, also in a program point of view to level up my skills at the end of the day. So I'm taking this very seriously too. But from the point of helping anybody who's one step behind me. So far, I'm planning on making money with my skills, which is what I'm doing. So you see me as a programmer, and you see me as a mentor, tutor, and I'm tutoring, and I want to offer tutoring one-on-one, or maybe in groups too, if possible, like in a community session where, like in a community where we can just all just talk tech, talk online income generation with our tech skills, basically, and so on and so forth. And it doesn't have to be related to like web development, specifically marketing side of it. It could be more enterprise and so on and so forth, as in what coding is in programming, which is different. Vibe coding, all of that is one thing and one thing only. It's just program and software engineering and all that. Now on start.dev, I'm looking at the HTML basics page, right? Let me see if it's okay. And so I'm gonna begin this. I'm gonna start the course. What we're looking at is the leaderboard. So far, some people have gotten 46 points, all time 46. Interesting, very interesting how they do the course leaderboards. There's a course intro. There's my actual experience level up at the top. And there's going to be challenges and leaderboards, which is very interesting. Let me go back to my dashboard. I'm just looking around. I have one badge. Let me see. You found start.dev before launch, detective. Yeah. So basically, I earned a Sherlock badge for finding this platform before it officially launched, which is very interesting. Not and awesome to because I've been really in the frontier of things too. And that's kind of where I'm at now. So, anyways, moving forward, it's about 13 minutes in. What I want to do is, now that you guys know about my freelancing on Upwork and how I plan on scaling up, upskilling on start.dev, I guess I can just end it here. I don't have to, what I plan on doing is like, maybe like 30 minutes to an hour tops of scheduled talks and sessions, office hours, where I'm just going, um, course by course, so starting from HTML basically. So, like I said, and I get to upgrade, which that will come. So for right now, the launch offer is 24 a month, which is very interesting. At an annual, it's 230. So basically, what this platform looks to be is I wanted to. It'll grow basically. They're planning on growing this platform with a lot of new courses. I plan on, leveling up basically my, you know, basically leveling up. I'm starting from level 0, level 1. At some point, I'll upgrade to premium, and it'll be fun. So, but like for example, HTML basics. Learn the basics of HTML and how to build simple web pages. Boom. Um, there's testimonials, this course. So this is kind of like the syllabus. Build real skills one lesson at a time. Okay. And it shows the lessons, all of that. Not bad. And then at the end, we'll build a multi-page website, and all that will go in my GitHub as I go. So it's not like I'll lose track of it or anything. And I'm familiar with GitHub and how it works. So all that looks good. No prerequisites, no prior coding experience, a modern web browser, and willingness to experiment. Okay, great. Now let's begin with his video.
Hey guys, welcome to the Start.dev HTML Basics course. So HTML is the first technology that you're going to learn about in just about any web development learning path, and it's arguably the most used web technology there is because every page that you visit, including this one, including your Twitter profile, your bank login page, they all include HTML, whether that was actually written by a developer or generated from another language. Now, HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language, and it's used to structure the content on the web. So it tells your browser, whether that's Chrome, Edge, Firefox, or something else, what each piece of content is. Is it a heading or a link, an image, a paragraph, or even a video like the one you're watching now? Now, HTML is not a programming language like JavaScript or PHP. It's called a markup language, and that's exactly what it does, is it creates and structures markup. Now, in this course, you'll start at the very beginning and you'll learn about all the basic HTML tags and attributes. And by the end, you'll be able to create a small portfolio website. Now, keep in mind that HTML is used for structure, CSS is used for styling. So everything that you learn in this course, which is purely HTML, is going to be very ugly. And that's okay because styling is not HTML's job, structure is. So that's what you want to pay attention to and learn about in this course. And then you can take CSS in the next course. So let's go over the chapters real quick. First, we're going to talk a little bit more about what HTML is, page structure, simple tags like headings and paragraphs. You'll also have a quiz at the end of each chapter. And in chapter 2, we'll focus on more tags and as well as attributes, which allow you to provide information to a tag. And we'll also look at images, links, HTML comments, and we'll build a simple profile card. Next, we'll look at formatting text as well as unordered and ordered lists. You'll also learn the difference between inline and block level elements. We'll also build a simple news article page. Now in chapter 4, you're going to learn about divs and classes and then move on to semantic tags like header, footer, section, and article, which are extremely important when it comes to writing proper structure in HTML. Next, we're going to look at how to create forms and all the different form input elements. Now, it's important to know that HTML has nothing to do with form functionality. Otherwise, when you submit the form, that comes later with JavaScript and other languages, but HTML is used to actually build and display the forms. Now, in the last chapter, we're going to put it all together into a multi-page website so you know how to link pages together. We'll have a simple portfolio site that'll have a home page, an about page, projects, and a contact page. So by the end of this course, you'll know all the important HTML5 elements and you'll be able to create your own web pages from scratch, and you'll be ready to start learning CSS and JavaScript.
Okay, so that's basically it for this course. And before my laptop goes out, I guess I'll just end it with just that for now. I guess we'll just start the course and we'll see where it takes us. Um, So far, this is just a welcome, and then that's it. We'll be going further and further into the course. We have everything we need, all 6 chapters, and so on and so forth. And then, as time goes on, we'll just level up. It's time to level up, right? And then it's time to reach back and help others when I get there. So thank you for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. This is HTML Basics with me and Daryl Dolphin. And see you guys later. Bye.